Salam sejahtera diucapkan kepada barisan pentadbir, guru-guru dan rakan-rakan sekalian. Selamat datang ke sesi perkongsian tips pengucapan awam anjuran unit HAM Pembinaan Insan SMK Pasir Putih. Pada hari ini, ada dua orang penyampai bersama kami. Saya ingin memperkenalkan penyampai yang pertama, iaitu Hamid Hussein bin Muhammad Fazil. Beliau merupakan seorang pelajar tahun akhir ijazah Pentadbiran Perniagaan Pengangkutan di Universiti Teknologi Mara UiTM. Beliau juga merupakan alumni SMK Pasir Putih pada tahun 2015 serta merupakan mantan Presiden Persatuan Translate 2020. Beliau telah menceburi minat dalam perbahasan dan pengucapan awam sewaktu usia 14 tahun. Beliau juga dinobat speaker pengucapan awam bahasa Inggeris terbaik pra-universiti peringkat daerah 2017. Tanpa membuang masa lagi, dijemput saudara Hamid Hussein bin Muhammad Fazil dengan tajuk Speaking Confidently in Public. Dipersilakan.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day. I bid to everybody watching this video. So first things first, I would like to say thank you to Mr. Sega and Mrs. Jessica for inviting me as the guest speaker and also as an alumni of SMK Pasir Putih class of 2015 to give a talk about public speaking and the confidence in how you could speak in public. Alright, going to the matter. This isn't my first question when people ask me, Hussein, how can you go in front of people and confidently speak? For me, why I say this is common question asked is because everybody has this fear of going in front and talking to people. It's not an easy task, believe it or not. Maybe the viewers watching this video might say that, oh, but you're speaking easily. Believe it or not, the Hussein you are seeing today and the Hussein not 20 years ago, but 10 years ago is not the same. Now my age is 23, and you can and if I were to compare with myself, my 13-year-old self, my 14-year-old self, man, these are two different people. To be frank with you, so I started off my career in language competitions, not as a public speaker. Believe it or not, I was actually a debater, and I started as young as my age was 14, which was in Form 2. And I didn't stop that. Basically, I continued until I was in Form 5. I joined the drama team back in 2014, if I wasn't mistaken. And 2015, Alhamdulillah, it was our rezeki. We managed to go to nationals. So that was one of the biggest achievements that I could say when I was at Pasir Putih. So thanks to the teachers and my team, awesome people. So moving on to Form 6, I went into language. I didn't stop. I went into language competition in 2017 as a public speaker. So that when I was in Form 6, that was my first time I was a public speaker, because throughout my secondary school days, I didn't have the opportunity to join public speaking since I was in the debating team. So I couldn't join the public speaking, and also I think my strength back then was more to debating rather than public speaking, because number one, I'm not a person who likes to memorize the text. I'm more of an impromptu person. I'll just speak whatever I could and hope to be fluent in the matter, which is one of the cons. One of the comments my mom would say, she said that you are too of an impromptu person. You don't like to memorize the script, so this is why I put you in the debate team rather than the public speaking team. So when I was in Form 6, that was my first time. That was my first ever public speaking, and I'm like, okay. My teacher, before they selected who would represent the school, my MUAT teacher, Puan Rewati, still remember, she told me, okay, why not you make a topic and present it to the class? So I said, okay, sure. So I was like, what topic should I do? Then suddenly it's like entering to me, you know what? You're single. Why not talk about the advantages of being single? So I wrote it down, I typed it and printed out and showed to my teacher, my MUAT teacher. Said, Madam, I'll be talking about this topic. Confidently, with a smile on my face, I went to see her in the teacher's room. Like, then she looked at me and said, "Are you sure you want to present this?" I said, "Yeah, sure. I'll present in front of my friends first. Then during the competition, I present in front of you." Do you know why I was so confident when I said during the competition I present? Because I was so confident that my whole batch of Form 6, I had like 5 classes. Okay, one class is about 30 students. The science class was about 20. So I had about 100 plus Form 6 students, and I was confident enough to say, they would go and see public speaking. The teachers would be even bat an eye. So it's like on the competition day, we were sent to the school hall. So I was like, why are we going to school halls? Why aren't we presenting in the Form 6 rooms? So then the girl said, I don't know, this is teacher's orders. So I was like, okay, fine. Maybe she's going to bring her class. 30 students, 60 students. Easy. Until I saw all 5 classes were lined up and sitting down. That was where, oh, Hussein, you had to open your big mouth and say confidently that the whole Form 6 would come and see the public speaking competition, school level. So it's like, so I presented as well. You know what? I can't have this fear, though. I can't let fear conquer me. So this is the first lesson. Don't let fear conquer you. Don't let butterflies, the fear of the spotlight, the fear of standing in front of people, conquer your performance on that day, conquer your presentation. Just go with it. So I presented, full of confidence. So I said, I greeted everybody. So I told them, today I'll be presenting my text about the advantages of being single. And suddenly the whole hall was lively. It's like there was some boys who like, oh yeah, and then of course there's some people who's like, boo, single, boo. It's like, but continue your speech. I'm just continuing. It's just say, I was having fun actually. That was the first time I was doing public speaking, and I was actually having fun. And why was I having fun? It's because number one, I managed to conquer my fear, and number two, I prepared myself. Why? I typed my own text. The advantages of typing your own text, and like I brought to my teacher and asked her to make to see if there were any grammatical errors and whatnot. You get to prepare yourself. You understand the layout of your speech. What are you going to speak about? What is the main point? What is the elaboration and everything? These things will unconsciously be embedded in your head as you read, as you type, or as you type and as you read. Right. So doing this, you're preparing yourself mentally, and people say, "Oh, bring notes." But for me, my style, I'm not a person who likes to bring notes because I find them really annoying. It's like I don't want while I'm speaking I have to read notes, because I might read the whole thing and not focus on the audience. Eye contact and my body language might be um, unattractive. So that's why I avoid myself from bringing any notes. I would rather, um, if I were to bring notes, I would just put bullet points and see, oh, I'm supposed to talk about this. Oh, I'm supposed to talk about point C, point D, or point E. So, doing that, like, mentally I was prepared, and well, I was also prepared of being like not funny if my jokes would really that entertaining to the crowd. So yeah, I was having fun. That was the first time I felt like, oh, so this is the joy of public speaking. This is the joy that you can communicate with the crowd. So then it clicks, like, oh, okay, so this is what 4 years of debate and leadership. For those who don't know, I was actually part of an international group, BCSO, British Council Schools Online. So in this special, I would say a special society, um, you are trained to speak with your peers in English, and you make contact with students from other countries. The first country that I went was Indonesia. I went there, although we were, Indonesian and Malay, the Indonesian language and Malay isn't that far off. So, but still, when I went there, we spoke English to the kids, and then like the second school I went was in Vietnam. So a country that doesn't know how to speak Malay, so you have to speak English with them. And then the third country I went was Sri Lanka. So all of these things actually train me to speak in English, and I think this is one of the things that um, students need to improve: the language itself. Maybe you feel scared speaking in public because you don't have the fluency. But for me, when one of my peers say, dude, I'm not that fluent in English, I told that you have to start somewhere. Talk to a friend. You can even talk to me. If I accidentally speak Malay to you, you can just slap my face and I like um, turn into Chris Hemsworth or whatever you want, Jack Sparrow. Yeah. So um, this is the thing that you need to improve yourself. It wouldn't come naturally. You need to improve it yourself. You need to make the first step. You need to break that shell, that barrier that's preventing you from advancing forward. I think this is all from me. I think I even exceeded a bit of the allocated time. So thank you again to Mr. Sega and Mrs. Jessica for inviting me, and I hope the students that are seeing this video find my advice helpful, find my experience helpful, and yeah, good luck to you, and I wish you all the best. Okay, thank you.
Majlis mengucapkan terima kasih atas kesudian saudara Hamid Yusid untuk bersama-sama berkongsi tips pengucapan awam kepada semua murid sepasti untuk dijadikan panduan. Seterusnya, saya ingin memperkenalkan penyampai yang kedua, iaitu Nur Intan Kumaira binti Azli, atau lebih dikenali sebagai Intan oleh rakan dan guru-gurunya. Beliau merupakan alumni SMK Pasir Putih, Pasir Gudang dan pelajar yang aktif di sekolah. Beliau telah menyertai banyak pertandingan seperti public speaking, poetry recitation dan debat sekolah. Antara pencapaiannya ialah tempat keempat bagi pertandingan public speaking peringkat daerah, johan bagi debat sekolah serta terpilih sebagai best speaker dalam pertandingan tersebut. Pada 14 Jun 2021, keputusan SPM diumumkan. Beliau telah memperoleh 7A dan 2B dan telah menjadi wakil sekolah sebagai salah satu murid SPM 2020 yang cemerlang. Tanpa membuang masa lagi, dijemput saudari Intan Kumaira dengan tajuk Speaking Confidently Gives Way to Better Opportunities. Dipersilakan.
Assalamualaikum and hi to everyone. I am Intan, SPM leavers from SMK Pasir Putih. I apologize for not being able to join in live because of my bad connection. So here I am. In this video, I will be talking about how speaking confidently gives way to better opportunities. First of all of you should know that being confident is the same as to being yourself. There's no such thing as introvert or extrovert when that person is confident. Anyone can be confident as long as they have the courage to do so. There's a reason why when you're in an interview for work or college application, or even when you are in a competition such as debate or public speaking, they will mostly focus on how confident you are. This is because being confident shows that you are ready, that you have prepared for this, which is why mostly they would choose the participants who would speak confidently. It is the easiest way to know that person's trait. So, being confident also shows that you are an interactive person. Now imagine you are in a group where and only you speak and they listen. When you ask for their opinions, they don't say anything and only stare at you feeling blank. Would you want to work together with a person like that? Would the people in an interview would choose you as the person they wanted to work with? No, right? As you can see, speaking confidently gives away many things about you. If you are afraid to even talk about yourself, then how do you expect for people to look at you? Not only they would trust you with certain matters, but you also become that person that they could rely on. Basically, you would become the first person they thought that they could do the work, because thus leaving you with many opportunities in that area. For the first opportunity, for me, when you are confident, let's say in public speaking, it actually allows you to focus on your audience. If you think you are only speaking to yourself, then you are wrong. Speaking is one of our ways to tell someone what we wanted to tell, and in order for you to engage with them, you will have to be confident. You see, the number one reason why you are lacking your confidence on stage is because you are too focused on yourself, thinking that you'll screw up. Don't, because having confidence comes from focusing on your audience, their needs, their problems, and how you can solve them. Confidence allows public speakers to speak with clarity. When you are calm and focused, you can manage your thoughts better. Confidence also helps speakers speak slowly so they understood and answer audience questions like a pro. Not only you are able to speak calmly, you will also be able to interact with your audience if you are speaking confidently. When I first had my first experience on a big stage when I was 14 years old, the year 2017, I attended a conference called TFM Conference, Student Vision Unleashing Possibilities. To be honest, it was scary. The hall is really big. I got insecure because I saw someone better than me. But then I thought I have to be confident to show them that I can do it too. And yes, I did it. I was able to speak about my experience in poetry in front of the big crowd and did a poetry recitation with my friend Rizwan. Although it was only a day, a lot of audience interacted with me because of my performance, and I gained a lot of friends and recognition in that moment. That was a long time ago, but it was the best opportunity I have just because I took a little courage to become confident on stage. So next, you can always learn, speaking confidently doesn't always mean that you're a perfectionist. It just means that you are trying your best to look your best. When I was entering a public speaking competition, I too would sometimes stutter, just like just like earlier. But that are just some minor mistake you would make. It could happen because we are humans. We make mistake all the time. But you need to know, practice makes it perfect. If you mess up during your first stage, you can always try again on your next stage, because the more you speak, the more confident you'll get, the more knowledge you will be able to achieve. Usually, people who speak confidently has made their own research for that certain topic. They are prepared, they are ready, they know the pros and cons of that topic. They also know what to answer if their audience asks them a question. This way, you are making yourself more educated and more reliable. From being a confident speaker to being a person who's ready for anything. Let me tell you again, about my experience when I was in SK, Sekolah Kebangsaan. I was a timid little girl. I always got bullied. I was called a liar because I didn't speak up. Everyone in class seems to find me invisible, and when the teachers gives out homework sheets in our class, I was always forgotten and somehow become the only student in class that didn't receive anything, that didn't receive the homework. Not until when the teachers decided to do a group presentation in front of the class. At first I was like, no, 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 I can't. I hate it when they look at me with that judging look. I felt small just by that kind of stares. But I did it. I speak confidently. I speak with so much confidence that the whole students in class, including my teacher, were surprised by my action. I was like, wow, they actually enjoyed my little presentation. And to be honest, it was fun. That's the thing you get from speaking confidently. You will find it fun and not stressful. You will also find that your opinion is valid and you will be able to exchange opinions with others, thus leading you to enhance your knowledge and at the same time your skills of thinking and action. So from the previous talk earlier, you should be able to guess what the opportunities are from speaking confidently. Okay, so first you will be able to interact with your audience, and then you will be able to gain more friends. Next, you will get to learn like creative thinking skills, and then you will have fun at the same time. That's 4 opportunities. 4 you get just from speaking confidently. There's actually more. There's more, but I will tell you one more benefits from speaking confidently. Okay. So lastly, you can handle any scenario. It is not uncommon for speakers to have to deal with unexpected challenges before and during their presentation. This could mean tech issues, late stragglers, or having a complete blank mind moment. I have been in that situations, okay? So confident speakers take these challenges in a stride. They don't panic, they handle this situation like a pro, and you never even see them sweat. I have a friend who's been through this situation before. It was a solo presentation. Each of us need to create our own slide and then present it on the day. So on that day she needs to present, her slides presentation have a technical problem. She couldn't seem to show the slides in front of our class. Bear in mind that on that time that was the only day all of us could do a presentation. So if she couldn't do it, then she could fail the subject. However, my friend, I call her Adriana, handled it like a pro. She did a presentation like no one else. Of course, she didn't have a slide to help her, but she already understands what she needs to present. She was the only person who did a presentation in front of us, and the teachers without the slide and was able to pass the subject with flying colors. When she did her presentation, she did it with confidence. She speaks with confidence. She was able to make her audience to focus on her and was also able to interact with them. I could say that she did it flawlessly. Okay. Also, after she finished, she came at me telling me how scared she was that she was going to screw up. But no, she did it. I was proud of her because she was able to go through this situation and still stand and speak confidently. So that's the fifth opportunity. When you are speaking confidently, you can always do it in any situation. I will gladly give you more, but for now, remember that 5 opportunity. 1, you will be able to interact with your audience. 2, you will get to gain more friends. 3, you will get to learn and gain so much knowledge. 4, you will have fun. And 5, you can handle any scenario. It was fun to talk to you guys. Until then, goodbye and have a great day. Bye.
Majlis merakamkan ribuan terima kasih kepada saudari Insan Kemaira di atas perkongsian tips yang amat bermanfaat dan sangat berguna. Majlis kita telah sampai ke penghujungnya. Syabas kerana tetap setia dan memberi perhatian sepanjang sesi perkongsian ini. Mudah-mudahan segala perkongsian ilmu pada hari ini memberi manfaat kepada semua murid. Sekian, terima kasih.